If I turn right onto a 2-lane road, I have to land in the closest lane available, the right lane. White stamps painted on the road gives me the visual to know exactly how far out to go before I start my turn. I turned the steering wheel 3/4 of a turn, and that amount of steering carried me into my proper space to position ourselves for success. Hey, it's me, Jacqueline, and for the next few minutes, we're going to do very specific practice with our left and right turns. Before we get started, take a minute to look at the Zutobi link below, and you can find all the support you need as you're practicing for your permit test and your driving test. We're going to do this practice for about 15-20 minutes because that's the good amount of time so that you won't get stressed, but you will have time to improve. And while we're doing our right and left turns, we'll talk about our speed control, our stopping distance, and the turning distance that's required for the turns. Let's start with this left turn and really think about the things we do to position ourselves for success. The first thing we had to do was a full stop at the stop sign, assessing who got there first, and then taking our turn when it was safe. To make a left turn properly, we have to continue forward a little bit before we start turning so that we can clear the lane closest to us. When we turn left, we turn out and around our double yellow line. I'm going to make another left turn here, modeling, going out, turning, and landing parallel to the yellow line and between the parked cars and the yellow line. When I'm thinking about my speed for a left turn, if I'm starting from a stop sign, then I'm just accelerating gently toward the speed limit of the road I'm joining. And since I'm in a neighborhood, the speed limit is up to 25 miles per hour. I accelerate toward 5, 10, and then I continue accelerating toward 25. Full stop, assessing, and going when it's my turn. Going out a little bit before I start turning left so that I can land in my correct lane. Now I'm using the phrase a little bit, but it's actually more precise than that. And you can see here at this stop sign how there are white stamps painted on the road. And that gives me the visual to know exactly how far out to go before I start my turn so that I can land in my stopping position. I'm going to go forward to another type of left turn. This next type of left turn uses a traffic calming circle for the turn. I still have to put on my left turn signal, but instead of making that 90-degree turn that we've been practicing, I'm going to curve around the circle first to the right and then to the left. And I use the visuals of the stamps on the ground to make sure I know how to land properly in my position. The important thing about my left turns is making sure that I always land in my correct lane. For this right turn, I'm going to use the same focus, watching the stamps that are painted for me, observing my limit lines, and landing parallel to the parked cars on my right lane of the road. The right turn is more of a hugging turn. I go around the corner, staying close, but not too close. I want to give space to the parked cars, but I only want to land in the width of the lane allotted for me. And I'll practice that again at this next stop sign. For the right turn, I'm going to put on my signal, check my mirror and blind spot, and I'm going to curve slightly to the right, just a little bit of an angle to position me to hug the right corner. Because at this corner, there's no stop sign from the left, I creep out a little bit to make sure I can see before I start my turn. And now I'm going to make my first right turn onto a 2-lane road. If I turn right onto a 2-lane road, I have to land in the closest lane available, the right lane. Before I can creep forward and make sure it's safe for me to turn out onto this road, I have to make sure the sidewalk is clear. And only then can I creep up to my visibility spot, which is all the way out here at this second white line. From the second white line, I can look around the red car, and as long as the closest lane, my right lane, is clear, I can turn right into the right lane. So when I'm making a right turn, I'm hugging the corner. I have to be aware of bike lane, pedestrian crossing, and maybe a parked car that's pulling out of a spot. And I only want to take up the space available to me. I turn right into the right lane, hugging the corner, and then continuing. When I turn left, I'm yielding to oncoming cars, and I want to turn left and land in the left lane, taking up only the amount of space that's allotted for me.
Running a driving school isn't easy. Between high operating costs, managing student requests, and delivering top-notch instruction, it's a lot. Zutobi Instructor helps smooth out your day-to-day operations with features like automated scheduling and online payments. You'll also get our best in the nation in-class and online curriculum with engaging videos, immersive driving simulations, and more. Driving schools all over the country are already making the switch and loving the results. It's super simple to get started. Visit Zutobi.com to book a demo or click the link in the description.
Now we're going to practice making an unprotected left turn. With the green light, we know that oncoming traffic has the right of way. Since there's no one there, we go forward to our second limit line and we turn just enough to land between our limit lines, and then we release the wheel back to straight. If you get really comfortable with your steering hold, you'll be able to turn using just a quarter or a half turn of the wheel. And then as you accelerate, you'll be able to release your hold so that the steering wheel slides back through your thumbs. Your thumbs stay stable, directing you forward to your next maneuver. And steering makes more sense once you've had time to practice. At first, new drivers are figuring out how much to steer. So it sounds really easy for me to say, steer just enough. And I know that that might not mean anything to you just yet, but the more you practice, the more you'll be able to understand what that means. What is just enough? As we prepare for this unprotected left turn, yielding for oncoming cars and the cyclist, I'm going to turn just enough to go around this corner. And that was about 270 degrees. I turned the steering wheel 3/4 of a turn. And that amount of steering carried me into my proper space in my lane. I have to remember that parking is something that I do with my signal. I check my mirror and blind spot, and just like with my parking, I turn just enough to get into my spot, but not bump anything. Thanks for checking in today to do this specific practice about right and left turns. Just like with playing a sport or a musical instrument, your time on task practicing is going to help you improve, and getting out there with a supportive car coach is the best way to figure out the exact turn radius and speed control you need to make safe left and right turns, always landing correctly in your landing spot, ready for your next maneuver. Have a great rest of your day, keep practicing, and be sure to check out Zutobi for extra support as you continue this journey to get your driver's license. Take care, bye-bye.